How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Oftentimes when we're at a store, we see something that's a little bit more expensive and we automatically think that it's probably higher quality. There are indeed chances where this is true. However, there's also many chances where an item that's actually cheaper could be better than the more expensive item. Today, I like to highlight this fact with a mechanical keyboard example. This video is brought to you by Aukey. Today, they're featuring their 6.5 watt LED floor lamp. Let me open this for you. Wow, it's really packaged up together. So this thing is kind of meant for you to like stick right next to your couch like this. I think I would probably have it like at full brightness. Pretend I'm reading this RF product catalog. You just press this button, it'll turn on, press it to turn off. A while ago, I got this mechanical key tester in order to try to figure out which key I would like best. I made a video on that, and since then it's become a very popular video where people go to it to try to figure out which key they would want even before having to feel these keys themselves in person. If you're interested in this video, I'll leave that link over here where you need to click that little eye icon at the corner over there. Even if you're on mobile or even if you're on a regular computer, you can click on it. A little thing would slide out, and that's where you can see all the videos that I link in the future or in this video. Now in this key tester, there's actually 6 keys. I've wired it so that they would actually light up whenever you press them. 3 of these keys are actually very frequently used, including the red one over here, the blue one, and the brown one. Many people like this blue one, mainly for gaming. When you click on it, you can hear an audible sound. Sometimes this might be a little bit annoying for people, and on top of that, it has a tactile feedback, which means when you press it, you can feel a little nub before it bottoms out. So I can actually press it right here and it'll light up even before me pushing it towards the bottom. Now the brown one over here is the same thing as a clicky one, except it does not have this audible click. I can still feel it though. I can press it halfway and you see the light turns on and then I can bottom out. Now the red one is like the brown one, except there's no little bump in it at all. So you don't really know where it's actually going to light. So if you accidentally pressed it halfway, it might have activated and it might not have not. The other 3 switches here is the white, black, and green. Basically, they require a little bit more force to press than these 3 equivalent. Now, why do I say the things that are most expensive may not be exactly the best? This is a Cooler Master mechanical keyboard. It has red switches in it. I got this because I didn't have this key tester to begin with. I got this first, and then I got this, and then I realized, you know what? Maybe I kind of like browns after all. However, my younger self, if I bought something expensive, I might have just go, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna deal with it. It's not all that bad, and this is kind of expensive. I'm not gonna go around, sell it and then get a new one. However, as you get older, you start to realize that, if you really did not intend to buy this in the first place, or maybe you don't like it for some tiny reason or another, it might be good to get something that you do like, even if you bought something like this already, and then try out the new one, because you might be very pleased with the brand new one. And later on, then you can go, oh yeah, I'm going to keep the brand new one. And then you can sell the one that you don't like after all. Even if it's at a tiny little bit of loss, is actually better for you because you're going to be more happy with the new item that fits you perfectly. Later on, I tested this keyboard on my other channel, BeatTheBush DIY. This one is branded AG Game. It has Otemu Blues, which are equivalent to Cherry MX Blues. When I used this, I was like, man, it's very clicky. It clicks a lot. And then I got really annoyed at myself. So finally, I gave in and bought this Velocity Fire Brown Otemu switches. Now, this is only $26, this one's $60, and this one $83. And guess which one I like the best? I like this $27 one. So I did not even have to go and get that $83 one to begin with because I wanted the brown switch to begin with anyway. The lesson here is that I think many people that are reviewing these keys never tried these different color keyboards for weeks at a time, because I tried each one of these for multiple weeks. And I can definitely tell you that the blue ones are not for me because they're so clicky. Some people like this. The red one is not for me because I cannot tell that a switch activated because I type really fast. Sometimes it's just like, and then afterwards I go, did I type that key or not? It's very important when you're typing in passwords because I might type like 3/4 of the password and I'm like, wait a minute, did I press that key or not? With this brown keyboard, if I type really fast, I can kind of recall and then go, yes, I felt a nub there. So I can continue typing the password without trying to erase the whole thing and retype it again. So I hope this reasoning will help you select which keyboard to pick without even having to try them, because I actually tried them for weeks at a time. If you're wondering why I prefer not to have the number keypad over here, is because I am right-handed with the mouse, so I don't like to have the mouse too far over here, because I noticed that if I have a number keypad, the mouse needs to be farther to the right, and I prefer the mouse kind of closer to the edge over here, because a lot of times I need to let go of the mouse and move my hand over here. So if your mouse is over here, it needs to move a shorter distance back to the home row. That is why I don't like this number keypad, and I'm dealing with not having this by typing in the numbers over here instead. And you know, this is a good trade-off for me. Of course, if I really wanted a number keypad, I would get this separate thing only, and you know, just have it somewhere else. And if I really need it, I'll bring it over here and, you know, do my data entry or whatnot. So who knew I could get away with a mechanical keyboard? Most of the time when you hear mechanical keyboard, it's like money, money, money. It's like at least $60 for one of these things. I got away with it. Now it's $27, and these switches internally are actually rated for a really long time. I think tens of millions of activations. So they say it's going to last a really long time. I haven't used it for many, many years, so I don't know, but so far, so good. If you're interested in any of these keyboards, I'll leave an affiliate link down in the video description below. So the lesson here is oftentimes you would go to the store. If you're not familiar with the brands, you're likely going to have a lot of different brands that you never tried before, and then you might find yourself gravitating towards the more expensive one if you have the money. If you're like, oh yeah, you know, I got the money, let me buy like the top of the line. But little did you know that maybe the slightly cheaper one is actually better. You never tried them, so you don't really know. All you have to go by is by the price when you're at the store. You can look at the description, the specifications and stuff, but that won't really tell you how good the item is. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to give me a like on this video, comment down below. Let me know some items that you know for sure are better when it's actually cheaper. If you're interested in supporting the channel, I have an Audible link down in the video description below where you can get a free audiobook. I have a Patreon over here where I give perks such as help with your credit score or help with your finances. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel over here and click that bell icon next to the subscribe button so that you get a new notification whenever I upload a brand new video. Thanks for watching.